Hey, all you cool cats! It's JackTheVGRipper back again, exactly where we left off. I actually just kind of noticed something, but if you look at our character, he looks like he has hair, but in his picture, it looks like he has a bandana. I don't know, a little confusing. All right, sorry, getting sidetracked here. All right, ooh, looks like the doctor has dreadlocks too. All right. Let's build your deck. Did you bring your cards? Jack handed his cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. Now, Jack, what kind of deck do you want? Alright. This is a pretty hard choice for me, but I typically do the same thing every time. I am quite partial to Bulbasaur and Friends. I know most people like Charmander or Squirtle more, but at least in regards to TCG, I like Bulbasaur more, so I'm gonna pick that one. Hope you guys are okay with that. If not, well, I'm sorry. Alright, we just got our first deck. We can officially go out and challenge some street punks to a game of Pokemon TCG. Alright, so now instead of gyms, they're called clubs, which is, you know, whatever. They're clubs and they're club masters instead of gym leaders now, they're club masters. I love this little dance that everyone's doing. They're pretty health conscious here at Dr. Mason's laboratory. Everyone runs in place to get in shape all the time. If you stay here long enough, they might start doing push-ups, who knows. Alright, let's check out our deck real quick. Let me... Is this it? Yes. Some funky pause music. Alright, so the Bulbasaur and Friends deck that we have... Oh, there's a... Oh, right, because... Okay. Right now these are the only cards I have, so I can't change anything. The Bulbasaur and Friends is half plant, half water, mostly plant, though. Some normal, too. Normal types... I guess I should explain that. Each Pokemon... I'm going to explain a few things real quick. This isn't a good example. Let me find a better one. This. Okay, here we go. This is a good one to use as an example. Each Pokemon has a retreat cost, which it's always double colorless. Or, it's not always double colorless, it's always colorless. You never need a specific energy to retreat. But there's a certain number. Some can retreat for free. Others, if you want to retreat them back, it costs 1, 2, 3, 4, however many energies. And basically what that is if they're out in play, they get retreated back to your bench, and you get to choose another Pokemon from your bench to send back out into battle, which is good if your Pokemon's about to die. You can retreat him so your opponent doesn't get a prize. There's also weaknesses and resistance, just like the regular Pokemon games, except this time, there's only one weakness and one resistance for each Pokemon, but they're different for different Pokemon. Like some fighting are weak to grass, some fighting are weak to water. It's just random how they do that. Like so it shows right here, Dugtrio is weak to plant, so attacks do double damage, and he's resistant to lightning, so I think that means half damage, or minus 20 damage, or something like that. Basically, you take less damage. That's the long and short of it. The only other thing you need to know about are status ailments. There's Confusion, which you flip a coin. If heads, your attack or retreat succeeds. If tails, you take damage or your retreat fails. Poison, you know when it says between turns, between your turn and their turn, you take 10 damage, so it's pretty brutal. Paralyze, basically you skip the other person's turn because you paralyze them. They can't attack, retreat, or do anything. It comes back to you when they're cured of their paralyzation, so basically you get 2 turns in a row if you manage to paralyze someone. Sleep is they go to sleep, and every between turn you flip a coin. If tails, they stay asleep. If heads, you come back awake. So if you get a string of bad luck, you can be asleep for 2 or 3 turns. I think that's it. There might be freeze or some other stuff, but the main ones we deal with are confusion, poison, paralyze, and sleep. Mainly paralyze and poison. So I think that's really all the gameplay. I mean, I'm sorry for those of you who already know how to play, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same note, because you can't really enjoy a game about the trading card game without knowing how to play. So this also, the only other thing to explain is there's these things called trainer cards with the T's on them. You can use them at any time. When it's your turn, you can use however many you want. They just have little things like discard your entire hand, then draw 7 cards. So if you get a shitty hand, you can use Professor Oak, get a new one. Again, I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast right now. I'm just trying to get through all the rules really quickly so we can get into some gameplay. Alright, so right now this is kind of weird balanced deck. We got 11 grass energies, 3 fire, and 9 water. The 3 fire are just for Flareon, which is really lame, I think. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. But we don't have a lot to work with right now, so we're gonna have to take them. And, I'm gonna rename my deck. It's gonna be, JackTheVGRipper. In the house. What? JackTheVGRipper deck. Save. Oh. 3rd time's a charm. Alright. You get so impatient you keep hitting B. Okay. JackTheVGRipper deck. I really need some more energies, which, you know, let's go ahead and do that right now. There's a guy here. This is a little secret for those of you who don't know. There's a guy in this big room here. If you talk to him, he asks you to battle him, and if you win, he gives you a booster pack of only energies, which is really handy early on. Actually, yes. So he's gonna be our first battle, and hopefully, oh man, I spent a lot of time talking. We got about 3 minutes left, it looks like. I'm sorry I talked so much this. Not a lot happened, but I wanted to just get the rules out of the way so people knew. Let's go ahead and... Oh, hang on 1 second. I gotta... There we go. Fast text. There we go, that's more like it. Yes. We have grass and water, so we probably want to fight his water and fighting. Whew. That guy has been on the Twinkies. Oh man, we only have like 2 minutes left. You know what? We might be able to just serve him a can of whoop ass and beat him in 2 minutes. Yeah, let's get a Caterpie out. Put Seal, Eevee, and Meowth on the bench. Man, I really don't know how I'm gonna finish. I don't think I can finish this in this video. Only have like a minute and a half left. Well, we can start it. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. We can start it and finish it up next time. Ooh, just drawing a lot of Pokemon. I need some energy because got a lot of Pokemon. If you have no energy, you can't do squat with them. All right, String Shot is good. It's does 10 damage, but ooh, just got a head, so he's paralyzed. So remember, I was explaining that earlier. He can't do anything. He can't attack, withdraw. He can add energies. That's about the only thing he can do. Finish the turn without attacking. He gets healed of it. So basically, he got a free turn. He had to skip. I think I'm gonna do that. The beginning of this game is really... You kind of get shanked a lot in the very beginning because your deck is really crappy, the one they give you. So until you get your own cards to build, you're kind of, you know, up shit creek without a paddle. Leaf, water, fire, by my powers combined. I am Matcha. I mean, he is holding a planet there, which is highly unrealistic, I think. Ah, crap. Alright, time's coming up. I drew a grass energy. Before I do anything this turn, I'm going to cut it here, guys. I'm really sorry I spent a lot of time talking. We're going to finish this up next video. I promise you that. We're going to hand him an ass whooping. First bout, first try, first battle, won. See you guys there.